With the new Magic the Gathering Foundation set due to be released on the 15th of November, I wanted to make a video answering the question, is Magic the Gathering Foundations a set for you? Because I know there's a lot of confusion around this set because it's not kind of done in the normal way of things, right? It's not following like a certain theme, so people are just, I think, a little bit confused about what this set really is. So I wanted to do my best to just try and simplify things and explain that to you guys that may be having a little bit of, you know, wondering like what the hell this set is, or whether it's for you, or should you care about it, should you buy it. So let's talk about it. So first things first, Magic the Gathering Foundations is a set that is essentially supposed to be for everyone. It is what it says on the tin, a foundational sets for beginners, for veterans, all the players alike. Okay, so obviously this has its pros, its cons. Now I think where some people get confused is that there's a lot of talk around standard and standard legality with the cards and stuff like that. And I think automatically, for people that aren't that familiar with the different formats of Magic and stuff, let's face it, a lot of players are, you know, Commander players, and they see all this and they just think, oh, this is a set for standard people. This set's not for me. And that's not the case, okay? It's relevant if you want to play one-on-one Magic the Gathering, and because Wizards are starting to try to push standard and just 1v1 formats in general a little bit more, that's why this set is pretty much is a big reason why this set exists, which is why it's in a lot of their marketing. But that doesn't mean that if you don't play standard, this set isn't for you. It's just an addition. I think the whole thing of this set kind of lacking a theme hurts the set in a way, because it's nothing to really get that excited about in one way. But in another way, this whole sets thing is kind of it's the answer to a lot of people's like annoyance with Universes Beyond, where people are saying Magic is becoming less Magic, right? Foundations is supposed to be the foundations of Magic. So when you think Magic, what do you think of? And that this set is pushing that. It's not going out of these crazy boundaries. It's back to bare bones, okay? Like where you're gonna see basic stuff like, you know, lots of angels in white, lots of demons in black, lots of animals in green. Like it's really just trying to come back to the bare bone foundations. So in this set, we are going to be getting beginners boxes, we're going to be getting starter deck collections, we are getting play boosters, collector boosters, all this stuff. We're not getting any Commander products. So straight away, again, Commander players, they see that and they just think, well, there's not even a Commander precon, so I don't care about this set. This set's not a Commander product, it's not for me. That's not necessarily the case, right? So no, we're not getting precons, which, let's be honest, we get enough bloody precons. We don't need really precons for this set. So I'm not one to be upset by this. I just think maybe it's hurting it in terms of like marketing wise, because people may not think this set is for them, Commander players, that is. So let's talk about the beginners products, because this is an incredible product for someone where is new to the game, or you are trying to get friends into Magic, because especially if you're a Commander player, right? Because if you're a Commander player, you should know that trying to teach someone Magic through Commander is a terrible idea. Now, I did it with my play group where we all kind of learned through Commander, and it was not pretty. It would have been amazing to have this product first, to be able to play around with and get to know the game in a much more intimate level. Yes, you can do it on Arena, and that's still possible, but you can't beat in-person paper Magic. So I'm glad that that isn't now the default option. I'll just go play Arena, because there's some people that don't like playing online. They want to play with physical cards. So if they don't want to play Arena, then they don't have that kind of, you know, that intro. Yes, we do have starter decks. It's like we got some with Bloom Bro and then Assassin's Creed before that. So those are still good products, don't get me wrong. But this is just above and beyond that, and I'm going to tell you why. So with the beginner's box, you literally get a walkthrough guide, and it talks to you. Basically, it plays out the turns set by set by set. So it could not be any easier. You get like a little booklet, and then you just follow it along, go, right, okay, play this card, and then you tap this land to play this, and it just walks you through it, which is fantastic. And then once you've played your first few like walkthrough games, then you can start to experiment, because it has like these like little jump start decks, which is like 20 cards or so, and then you can start to kind of alter the decks and play around with new stuff, and I think that's really, really good. So it's got some range to it. Then after that, you've got the what is it called? Let's have a look. The starter collection. This product seems to be so popular because it is just flying. Like I've looked at Magic Madhouse, which is the online store that I get some of my stuff from, and it's already out of stock. And it's not even, it's the pre-order is out of stock. Everyone wants this product. So it's basically, from what I've seen, a 60 card deck for each color, which is just perfect, right? So if you're trying to get someone into the game, they can now pick a 60 card deck and play with whatever color and get a really good feel of what each color is about. So it's just a home run. I mean, I've not played with the product, so I can't say, but from on paper, this looks amazing, and people looked hyped about this. And from what I've heard, there's actually some nice cards in here, so it is made to be a bit more appealing as well to more veteran players. Gives people reason to buy it, which is why I think it's flying off the shelf. But I don't want to talk too much about all this beginner stuff because I know that that's not everyone watching this video. Some people, I don't want you to hear this and then be like, oh, well, I'm not a beginner, so I don't care about this product, right? If you care about good cards, then this set is filled with really, really good reprints. Some that I've seen already is like Doubling Season, Rise of the Dark Realms, all this stuff. So these are going to be really powerful cards in games like Commander and stuff. Another unique feature about this set is that a lot of the cards are very simple. That doesn't mean they are like not good. They're easier to read. And obviously that's a big complaint, is that Magic is becoming more and more complicated. You know, cards have just essays on them now. So this is just taking it bare bones. You might see like a couple of lines on there. All of the keywords are explained, everything. So it is just nice for those if you are a bit newer or you just are getting sick of more complicated cards and you would like to play with some more simplified versions. From what I've seen as well is that a lot of these cards are just very good foundational cards that you can you could fit into any kind of deck as long as it's got the basic like sort of theme of that color, which is really, really nice. You know, like a lot of the whites have like life gain, right? So there's loads of life gain sort of decks out there. So they're built in a way that then these cards aren't specific to certain deck types. They are quite generic. So they're designed, I think, to be able to be as useful to as many players as possible. And I just think that is such a great thing. It's such a great idea. And I don't want the whole thing of it not being a part of a certain theme to hurt this product, because like, even though it doesn't have the sex appeal of like if you've got a really high affinity towards a certain theme, for example, like Blimbro. If you've watched my videos, you know I love Blimbro. That's got that, you know, that exciting appeal of like, oh, it's like cute animals, you know, so you're just going to buy it regardless if you like cute animals. And because this doesn't have a clear identity, it hurts the product. But that doesn't mean it's not for you, because, you know, if you've bought some of those maybe Blimbro precons or Blimbro cards or whatever, there's going to be cards in here that will help build those decks and be good for that sort of stuff. So it is very nice. I think as a sealed environment, this is going to be really, really fun as well. Just again, coming back to the bare bones and stuff like that. Even from a like story standpoint, if you're probably not that familiar with Magic's lore and story, there's a side that, because this set features a lot of really iconic characters and stuff, this is a great gateway into that, because if you're going to learn about any of the lore behind any of the characters, then Foundations is a good way to start. On the other side, because it doesn't have a main story, I think that's really hurting the set, because there's nothing to get that invested into. You kind of have to just go and learn about the individual character stories. So that's a bit of a drawback for me. Like, one of the most fun things is getting immersed into the world and learning the lore through playing the cards. And because all these cards are based around characters on all these different planes, there's no set story, so it's a bit all over the place. So I think that does hurt the set a little bit. So is Magic Foundations the set for you? I think from the looks of this, they have done what they've set out to do. They have provided a set that is going to be useful for most people. Now, if you have, say, a limited budget and you only have so much to spend, and there are certain sets that are coming up where they have excited themes and you want to save your money for those, then maybe Foundations isn't for you. But I would say if you want to, you know, get some more Magic products and stuff like that, I think Foundations is going to be a really safe bet, because I do think this is a bit for everyone. And I also believe if you want to just play some sealed, some draft and stuff, Foundations, I believe, will be a fun experience. Not quite the magical experience of being immersed into a certain theme, but I still think it'll be a lot of fun. And there's even like really cool legendary creatures for new commander decks and stuff in here. Like, Wizards are not stupid. They know they have to appeal to commander players, so don't worry guys, there's gonna be fun commander cards in here. So yeah, there's that as well. I don't really want to make this video too long, but I just wanted to summarize this video by saying, is Magic Foundations the set for you? Most likely yes. I think this would be a good use of your money to invest in this set. I'm not specifically talking about buying boosters and stuff like that, but just the cards in general. I think, yeah, will be there's a lot of fun to be had, so don't stick your nose up at it because it doesn't have a set theme. But yeah, I hope you found that video useful, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on Magic Foundations in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one. Cheers.